I'm Joanna Settle. I'm a director in Brooklyn. I live in Brooklyn with my son. And Stu and I met in 2007. I was directing a play in Darfur at the Public Theater that was under Passing Strange in the building. And we met through that and have been collaborating for quite a while.
We were the loud band over her.
Yeah, I had this little genocide play, it's an ongoing genocide, 90 minutes, and their rock music would come in at a particular point. And
Disrupt the proceedings.
when we met.
My name is Stu. I sort of stumbled into theater completely by accident. Wrote a play called Passing Strange, which I co-composed with Heidi Rodewald and co-created with a woman named Annie Dorson, all three of us. My real life is in music. Playwriting is sort of like this thing that everyone says I do, but I'm not sure. You'll find out when you come to the theater. We're making this play called a Family Album here at OSF, and I think it's a rock musical. I think it's a comedic rock musical, and I think it will be fun for everyone. This story is inspired by being a middle-aged artist. That's what inspired me. Thinking about the things I wanted out of life or thought I didn't want that now I kind of want, and realizing how similar I was to the people who I thought were the complete opposite to me, i.e. people who chose more quote-unquote normal or non-artistic lives. I spent most of my life as an artist measuring myself against them, thinking that I was doing something that was very different from what they were doing. At my age now, at 51, I actually feel very close to the people my age, no matter what they do, because our concerns suddenly are now all the same. They might have not been the same at 25 and 30, but they're all the same now. Family, love, children. How do you balance your dreams with your realities? And is it possible to make them the same? Is it too late to make them the same? These are the questions we all ask every morning.
And it's working on the piece that I experienced these very personal moments as these scenes come in and out and the songs go by of, whenever you're juggling one ball, whenever I'm in rehearsal, I'm not with my kid. Whenever I'm with my kid, I'm not checking my phone. And, it's this constant juggling of all that is actually the source of a lot of our personal stories, and in this play, a lot of music.
Family Album features what I like to describe as two families. One is a regular old domestic family, and the other one is a rock and roll band. They're a family too. All very similar in terms of having an established sort of way of doing things, protocol. Families have protocol, and both of these families have strict protocol.
Yeah.
And this band is a middle-aged band of rock and roll people. We all know rock and roll is supposedly a young person's game. These people are still doing it. And the play asks the question, can they continue doing it? What's wrong with how they're doing it? And most important to me, what does this family of rock and roll people learn from this domestic family? What does the domestic family learn from the rock and roll people? And where's the common ground? That's the thing I'm most excited about, again, is these two families discovering common ground, which doesn't necessarily always make happy ending. But if the unexamined life is not worth living, then at least by the end of this play, they're certainly going to have lives that have been examined. Whatever you think you know, like if you're an artist to me,
yeah, right.
or whether you're the artist or not actually, right. Whatever you think you know, you tell somebody. I think I know one thing right now. I think I know that the older we get, the easier it is for us to find common ground. This is, to me, the reward for getting older. We're in this society that tells us that it's all happening when you're 25, right? We pretty much, no matter where we look, that's what they're telling us, right? The truth of the matter is, there's this other thing that happens where this gigantic question mark that you've been wandering around in for your whole life actually starts to maybe get a teeny bit clearer. And that's the reward. It's a huge reward. No one ever tells you, though, that you're going to get it if you just, like, you know, keep it together for a minute, you know, that you might just get that question mark a little bit clearer, you know. And that, to me, is what's going on in this play, you know. It's like there is, I don't know if it's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but there's something, you know, there's something, maybe just a little more clarity, you know, just a little bit more clarity. And that's exciting to me, you know, it's totally exciting.